Everything is possible. We make it work.
Information of anything to do with a failure, that would be sent to the remote repair area. We already do this.
Right.
And that is where a human being normally would look at it and make a defining call. What we're now doing is we're actually supplementing that step by sending the same information to the X-ray machine. So the X-ray machine then can automatically go where it needs to go. So it knows which components we have said have got issues. The X-ray machine has those coordinates fed in automatically by the Mirtec. So the Yxlon machine goes straight to those 2-3 components that we've identified. So that process now gives us that capability of looking at the black devices where we can only tell something's wrong, but we don't know why. Now we know why.
We are really proud about this best image in shortest time. Many customers really take it as a main of advantages of our system. But obviously, offline system, many customers consider it as a failure analysis system or troubleshooting process setup. So now with SmartLoop, we really can link it to at-line concept. We have been working on at-line concept long time, improving our algorithms inside of our system, but really without real link. Where is the trouble problem? It was not, let's say, really not efficient, because any automotive, medical, aerospace customer would expect then you should inspect every BGA, which is no go for offline really. But now with SmartLoop, we really can focus only on those suspicious components, and that is already very big quality improvement. I mean, really, as David said, then we really can find out what's the problem, not only to tell, okay, it's wrong. So AOI is meant to tell there is something wrong, and X-ray is to tell what is wrong, and at the end customer quality management can tell this is what we have to improve in our system. So altogether, short offline system, correct, but now with the connection with AOI through SmartLoop, it really makes a big impact to the quality management.
AOI has got the speed to be able to scan the whole board, but the X-rays...
X-ray just needs to know where to look. And that's where the strategic partnership works. We send the data, they read our coordinates automatically, say, okay, you want me to check this, this, and this. When they've done those 3 checks, they then fire an instant report back to us, which comes on the screen. So SPI, AOI, X-ray, all put in front of the quality guys sat there looking after one or multiple lines. He can look at the data as it comes up, and he's got the whole history, and he can make a good judgment call and say, okay, good, my AOI machine caught this, and I even know why it happened now. Whereas no AOI machine in the world by itself can see under a black device and tell you, those 3 components were there. I mean, there was no way to know that. Overlap it?
Yeah, I mean, could you show the AOI?
Oh, put one on top of the other? Yeah. No, that's probably a nice next step. But what it can do, it can move to 4 screens. So you could have also had a post-placement system. So you would have had then the SPI, post-placement AOI, post-reflow 3D AOI, and then you would have had the X-ray. So you could have 4 screens. So, or you can have 2 if you just got X-ray and 3D AOI. So.
Yeah. And in addition, you actually can combine maybe 2, maybe 3 lines with one offline X-ray. That's again, I believe, very cost-efficient solution.
Yeah.
Again, ideal. At the end of all the development, we can expect that the amount of problems just is reducing. So I believe that's the target what we should, let's say, look for with this SmartLoop.
The optimization improvement for the customer is where he's going to make his money. Also, there's a huge benefit in reduction of staff. At the moment, a lot of factories have got people on every machine, basically like firemen waiting for a problem. If you've got a remote management system with real data, with the calls as well as the detection, if you've got that combined, which is what we've got with SmartLoop, what you can now do is have a couple of good operators on a line who are directed, oh, we have problems coming from paste, or we have problems coming from placement, check the nozzles, check the feeders, whatever. So now you can go and fix the problem. And that means, of course, you're going to get better utilization, make more profit, and everybody's happy. I mean, you've got a process that's getting to the stage where it's totally controlled. You know, and I've sat in dozens, well, probably, unfortunately, hundreds of meetings over the years when people talk about SPC, or SPC, and I say, what do you do with this data? You're talking about a board you built a week ago. So what have you learned? Oh, well, we had some issues with paste drying out, whatever, so we'll be looking out for that next time. When are you going to build this board again? Oh, I don't know. You know, I said, wouldn't it have been nice to know you had a problem with the paste whilst you were building those boards, so you could have fixed it? Well, yeah, but you can't do that. Yes, you can. And this, of course, is a step in that direction.
Yeah, the other, you can fix up the defects in the process, the more money you can save.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the customer can only win. That's all he can do. So the only thing he can do is win.
It's always earlier to find the fault, the cheaper it becomes to fix it, yes. So later it is, more costly it becomes as well, yeah.
When SmartLoop approached us, they chose Yxlon because they needed fast and image quality. So that's the reason they went to Yxlon. The reason they came to us was twofold. One, obviously we're already a very successful market leader with 3D AOI and 2D and SPI, so we have a full range that was needed. But more importantly, we had IntelliTrack. We already were doing this, but only for visual. We could do SPI, post-placement, post-reflow. So we could catch the faults. We could even point back and say, well, we sort of think it's probably coming from there. But we didn't know. Now, we know. Yeah, and SmartLoop will sell themselves as well. They will have their own outlet. Basically what this is, I mean, some customers are going to turn around and say, I use a different AOI or I use a different X-ray or whatever. SmartLoop have never hidden the fact that this could be made available to other companies, but they have to develop the same technologies and communication that we've done. Now, that's not impossible because we've done it, but the issue that you're going to get at the moment is it probably will take a long time before that could be useful. So in the short term, the goal is to say to a customer, look, you might have 20 factories, but you can surely on one line just monitor what this tool can do. And then you decide how important it is to refresh your product lines or whatever.
And use a system that works.
Yeah, this is one that works. Take it as it works. Then you make any decision you want on the products you use in the future. But at least you will know as a customer. So it's not a big sacrifice for them.